हाय फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक वंस अगेन। तो आज हम देख रहे हैं हेल्प मी चेंज चाइना विद वॉलेट्स rather देन बुलेट्स। और ये वीडियो है सोनम वांगचुक की। एंड यस फ्रेंड्स, हमने इनकी मेरे ख्याल से 2 वीडियोस अभी लेटेस्ट देखी थी और बहुत ही सुंदर बोलते हैं, कमाल का बोलते हैं और बहुत ही अच्छा मैसेज है ये। और डेफिनेटली हम सबको उसको फॉलो करना चाहिए। तो यस फ्रेंड्स, वीडियो देखने से पहले अगर आप चैनल पर नए हो और आपने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब के बटन को क्लिक कर लो, बेल आइकन को हिट कर लो ताकि आपको हमारे सारे न्यू वीडियोस का नोटिफिकेशन मिले जैसे हम उन्हें अपलोड करें। और वीडियो देख के अगर आपको अच्छा लगे, जो वो बोलेंगे आपके दिल को छुए, तो करना लाइक और शेयर करना ये वीडियो अपने फ्रेंड्स और फैमिली के साथ। तो चलो फ्रेंड्स, देखते हैं आज का ये वीडियो।
Ladakh is a mountain desert across the Indian Himalayas. In the rain shadow of the mighty mountains, it's so high and dry that it's often called moonland. It looks more like a moonscape or a Marsscape. Well, this one is a picture of the Mars. Often called Little Tibet, this region remains landlocked, cut off from the rest of the world for half the year. Temperatures range from -30 to +30. Hi, I'm Sonam Wangchuk, a simple indigenous tribal from this remote Ladakh. I was born in an even remoter tiny village of 5 households. But that was a long time ago. Today, my village has grown 100% to become a village of 10 households. But still a little bit smaller than your city. We had no schools in our village, so I learned from the farmers, from the rivers, trees, animals, and above all, from my mother. I picked up English and other languages from the radio and meeting people from different countries. Later went to some schools and finally finished mechanical engineering. We love our Ladakh so much that while my engineering schoolmates went to Bangalore, Mumbai and the Silicon Valley, I came back to Ladakh and started solving problems of the people. Children's problems in school education, people facing harsh cold winters, and farmers facing water shortage in the face of climate change. I've been doing these things for the last 30 years and the world has been very generous. They have not only acknowledged but admired my work with various awards in different parts of the world.
Wow.
But today I have come here not to talk more about these things but to share with you a bigger challenge that Ladakh is facing and to seek your support in solving our problem. Yes, you can solve our problem, and not only that, you have the power to even avert a world war. Let me explain how. See the famous Indus River flowing, and over there the dark mountains. Across that are the valleys of Nubra and Changtang, where we share our border with Tibet, which is now occupied by China. You may have heard that for the past few weeks, Chinese army has intruded deep inside Indian territory. This has been happening over years, and our shepherds who raise the famous Kashmir goats have lost a lot of their pastures and are in deep trouble. Now, the Indian army is there in large numbers across those mountains, matching China's soldier to soldier, bullet to bullet. But I don't think that is a solution. Both these countries are nuclear powers, and push comes to shove, India doesn't need all of its 160 nuclear weapons to raise all Chinese cities, and vice versa. And that could soon escalate into a full-fledged world war, World War III. Therefore, I have come to seek your support in solving this. You, my friends, have the wallet power, which in this case can even diffuse a bullet war between different countries. Let me explain how. To understand your power, let's first understand what China is doing and why and when. Although China claims that Indian soldiers intruded into its territory, it could not be a coincidence that at the same time, in the months of April and May, Vietnamese decide to bother China, Taiwan and the US Navy also decide to bother China. And the timing is important. This is the time when the whole world is dealing with the pandemic. Who would even think of border disputes?
Exactly,
but one country has serious reasons to do that, and that is China. China, being a totalitarian regime, fears not so much the bullet power of India or the US. What it fears most is its own people.
Yeah.
The 1.4 billion people that work like bonded laborers without many rights and enrich this regime. When they are angry, there is a situation for an uprising, a revolt. And today, after the COVID pandemic, people in China are furious with their government for how they handled the pandemic. Chinese businesses are shut, factories are shut, unemployment reaches 20%. And it's time for an uprising. And that's when China picks up fights with several of its neighbors to divert the attention of angry citizens from the economy to nationalism. And this is not the first time China is doing this. From 1958 to 62, during the worst Great Chinese Famine, when people in China were very, very upset, Mao decided to invade India. And now Xi is doing the same thing again. Well, this is the simple analysis of my simple tribal mind. If this be the case, then we, the citizens of the world, should use our wallet judiciously and hit China where it hurts most, the economy. If enough people around the world decide that we will no longer buy Chinese goods and sponsor this regime, then that will see their worst nightmares coming true. And I think this is the only way we can bring the Chinese regime on the discussion table for peace dialogue. We must always clearly remember that when we say China, it's the regime and not the civilization, not the people. In fact, the Chinese people are themselves the greatest victim in this. And that's why, my friends, I've come to seek your support. We use so many Chinese products, software, hardware, from apps and software that sends millions and millions of dollars to China to products like clothing, phones, computers. If we boycott these goods, it'll send a clear message to China that the world is not happy with you. But is it right to boycott goods from a particular country? When normally not, when it is among equal partners. But my simple tribal mind says that China is not a normal country. If the world was a club of peaceful sheep, China is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It doesn't respect the rules of the game. It's a totalitarian regime run by a clique. It's not representative of its people. In fact, its people are just an instrument for its expansionist ambitions. It doesn't respect international customs or bodies like the WHO, and we saw because of its behavior how the COVID spread so much and caused so much suffering. Yet we, the people of the world, also have double standards. We overlook everything and just want trade with it. In 1947, China gobbled up Inner Mongolia. We were silent. We wanted trade. Later, Tibet, with its 6 million Tibetan Buddhists, were annexed. We were silent. We wanted trade. And then Xinjiang, with its 10 million Uyghur Muslims, were gobbled up. We were silent. We wanted trade. In fact, 60% of today's China is occupied territory. But we overlook that because we want trade. But the biggest victims of this regime are the 1.4 billion Chinese. They work like bonded laborers, have hardly any rights, and if they raise their voice, they disappear. China has already blocked and banned Twitter, Google, Facebook, and keeps people from all the information of the free world. And now with the Belt and Roads Initiative, China is laying a debt trap around the world. Already, countries like Sri Lanka have lost their land as they couldn't pay the debts. Pakistan is soon becoming a colony of this kind. In Africa, Djibouti has already lost its land for China. Countries like Tonga have debts that amount to 44% of its GDP. After Asia and Africa, they're soon arriving in Europe, where assets are being built all over Central Asia and Europe with loans from Chinese companies and contracts given to Chinese companies with very high rates, and when you can't repay the loans, you lose your land. To my simple tribal mind, these belts and roads are the veins to suck the blood of the world, to send finished Chinese goods and to suck resources and money from around the world. But we overlook all these facts because we are addicted to cheap Chinese goods. We must also find out, why are these goods cheap in the first place? Can we ethically make cheap goods like this? Well, they are cheap because the labor is low paid, labor laws are hardly there, and natural resources are plundered like there is no tomorrow. States subsidize utilities to artificially lower their prices, and they manipulate currencies in their favor. So it's time that we, citizens of the world, take our wallets into our hands and say we have personal economic sanctions on this regime. And yet in the free world, we have the double standards to say that if our own country has environmental and human rights restrictions, we move our factories to China. Well, aren't Chinese people human beings with human rights? Isn't nature in China a part of this planet? Now, some people would ask, is it practical? How can we manage without Chinese goods, and what are the alternatives? Well, if we are determined and give enough time to businesses and industry, things will adapt themselves. So that's why I say boycott made in China, software in a week, hardware in a year. So your software apps like TikTok, Hello that you have on your mobile phones, you can immediately uninstall and uninstall in millions so that China gets a message. As for hardware like phones, computers, clothing, we take a year and slowly choose products sourced out of the free world. And my simple tribal analysis says that if you give time and clear determination, then businesses will adapt. A new ecosystem will develop where there will be enough goods to cater to people who don't want to buy Chinese goods. Just like vegan people or Jain community, they don't eat certain things, they don't go hungry. Businesses adapt and they get what they want with time. As for replacements and alternatives to Chinese goods, I really don't think that we need an alternative for everything. We have been buried under cheap Chinese goods. We have made our houses into museums cluttered with cheap things that we don't even need. Why do we need 10 pairs of shoes? Why can't we do with 3 pairs of shoes made very nicely by local craftsmen? Why do we let these goods pollute our rivers, lakes? Can we learn to live simpler? These lockdowns have actually taught us that we can be happy with much less. So can we also think out of this box and talk about a simpler life with local products? If you want to learn more about how to live happily with simpler lives, please look up our movement, ilivesimply.org. You may not agree with me, but if we keep appeasing China because of our addiction to trade with it and overlook everything else, my simple tribal mind says that we might even be repeating history. How in the late 1930s, the British government led by Chamberlain kept appeasing Hitler and giving in to its demands, finally led to the Second World War. If we continue on the same path, we might either be leading the world to a Third World War or a world dominated and colonized by China. Let me help you understand further what our addiction to trade with China can land us into. Here's a story of the great Indian monkey trap. Man puts a sweet bait into the pitcher and then ties this pitcher to a tree with a very small opening. And the monkey comes, puts his hand into the pitcher, grabs the sweet. As it closes its fist to grab this bait, the opening is so small that a closed fist cannot come out of its mouth. But the monkey does not understand that all it has to do is let go of its little booty to free itself from slavery. It struggles and struggles to get its hand out, but doesn't open its fist and let go of the bait. Continues for all night, and in the morning, shrewd hunters come and catch it, all because of its attachment to its booty. I hope we are more evolved than monkeys and can let go of such baits. Well, this is all that the last citizen from the remotest part of the planet can say. The choice is yours.
तो फ्रेंड्स, बहुत अच्छा वीडियो था, और ये अगर आपको याद हो, यही इन्होंने हिंदी में बोला था और वो वीडियो हमने किया था। तो मुझे लग रहा है उनको लगा होगा कि मैंने हिंदी में तो बोला है, पर जिनको हिंदी नहीं आती उनके लिए भी मैं एक इंग्लिश में बनाऊं ताकि ये मैसेज पूरे वर्ल्ड में सबको समझ आ सके। तो उन्होंने दोनों जो मेन इंपॉर्टेंट, खासकर मैं कहूंगी इंडिया में जो लैंग्वेजेस हैं, हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में बताया है। और वही मैसेज है कि भाई मेड इन इंडिया यूज करो और उसी को प्रमोट करो, क्योंकि अगर नहीं करेंगे तो उन्होंने बोला है कि कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस जो हैं, जो रिजल्ट्स होंगे वो बहुत ही ड्रास्टिक हो सकते हैं। तो बहुत अच्छा बोला। इसमें कुछ एडिशनल पॉइंट्स भी इन्होंने बताए, बहुत अच्छे पॉइंट्स, और बहुत ब्लंटली और क्लियरली बताया है। और मैं तो मतलब इनकी बातें सुन के बहुत ही मतलब इम्प्रेस्ड हुई हूँ, और इतनी अच्छी इंग्लिश बोली। और जबकि वो बता रहे हैं कि मैं एक छोटे से गांव में था जहाँ पे सिर्फ मतलब कितने पांच घर थे और अब जाके 10 हुए हैं खाली। तो और मैंने जो भी सीखा है मतलब रेडियो से या उस वे से सीखा है, और इतनी इंग्लिश भी मैंने लोगों से थ्रू सीखी है। तो सोचो कितना अच्छा बोल रहे हैं, तो कमाल की बात है। और इतना अच्छा जो मैसेज वो दे रहे हैं ना, और वो कोशिश करें कि किसी तरह से सब लोगों के पास जाए ताकि ये हम सब फॉलो कर सके। उन्होंने कहा है स्टार्टिंग टुडे, मतलब आज से ही शुरू करने को बोला है। तो डेफिनेटली फ्रेंड्स, कोई रीजन नहीं होता कि हम ये नहीं करें, क्योंकि अगर हम ये नहीं करें तो एक तरह से हम अपने देश, अपनी कंट्री के ही अगेंस्ट चल रहे हैं। तो ये हमारा कर्तव्य से ज्यादा मैं कहूंगी धर्म समझ के हमको करना चाहिए। तो डेफिनेटली फ्रेंड्स, बहुत ही अच्छा था। जो लास्ट में उन्होंने वो बंदर का जो एग्जाम्पल दिया, बहुत ही सुंदर एग्जाम्पल था कि कैसे वो मटका सा था जिसमें छोटा सा होल किया और उसके अंदर खाने का सामान डाल के उस बंदर को उन्होंने अट्रैक्ट करने की कोशिश की। और उसके बाद जब बंदर आया और उसने हाथ डाला, और जब हाथ डालने के बाद उसको चीज को पकड़ा, खाने की चीज को, तो वो मोटी हो गया हाथ। तो अब वो हाथ बाहर निकल ही नहीं रहा छेद से। तो वो कह रहे हैं कि आखिरी तक, सुबह तक उसने नहीं छोड़ा। जबकि अगर वो, देखो आप कितने लालची हो गए हो कि मुझे ये सामान सस्ता मिल रहा है यहां से तो मैं यही लूं, वही वो इनडायरेक्टली बताने की कोशिश करें। या आप इतने यूज्ड हो गए हो कि ऐसी चीजों के जो आपको वैसे एक्चुअली में इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है लाइफ में। तो वैसे वो बंदर जो है, उसको इतना नहीं हुआ कि मैं अगर छोड़ दूं चीज को, हाथ खोल लूं अपना, तो मेरा हाथ बाहर निकल आएगा। पर वो छोड़ना नहीं चाहता और एंड में पकड़ा गया। जो आए हंटर्स, उन्होंने पकड़ के ले गए। तो वही एग्जाम्पल दिया है कि अगर आप नहीं जागोगे अभी, आप वो अपनी जो मुट्ठी आपने बंद की थी और चीजों से लेके बैठे हुए हो, वो चीजों को नहीं छोड़ोगे, तो बंदर की तरह हमारा हाल हो सकता है या उससे भी बदतर। तो बहुत ही सुंदर बोला है, हर वीडियो इनकी कमाल की होती है और एक बहुत ही सुंदर मैसेज के साथ होती है। और डेफिनेटली अगर वो ये काम कर सकते हैं तो हम डेफिनेटली भी इसमें उनकी हेल्प जरूर कर सकते हैं।
Right. So very nice video, and I think Mr. Wangchuk obviously wanted to use English so that the his thoughts can be spread all over the world, not just India. And then I think he starts off always in a very nice place where you can see the Indus River, and he talks about where the Chinese army is beyond the mountains, and where the Indian army is also matching them at the same point. Starting from that, then he covers why all this is happening, and from obviously he makes it very clear that this is his thought. But his thought, he says, why do you think all these issues are happening now? Along the South China Sea, issues are happening now, they're happening here. Why now all these issues together? Obviously, then he looks back into history and looks at the time of in 1950s and when there was an attack on India, and then he says that's because the people in that country are kind of getting frustrated, and the people want to revolt, and they are not happy. They are working day and night, and they are not seeing the benefits of that. They are not happy with their regime. So that is what the theory is, and so that's why China is doing it. And obviously, if we go in this route, there could be another world war, because both the countries have nuclear weapons, and obviously the country that is losing will have no option but to use the nuclear weapons, in the fact that, hey, instead of us just being die and being taken over somebody else, better to die. So they may just unleash the nuclear weapons, and then everything will, we don't even know the impact on the earth itself. So after discussing this, obviously he gives a way out and says, hey, everybody can do something in this. Okay, the army is doing, that's fine. But in the previous video, he says that how are they getting the money? How are they getting money to maintain their military equipment and their soldiers and everything? That comes from what they're selling. So if you stop buying those products, you put a stop on their economy, and then you don't fund their ability to fight. And that is very easy, and that's an easy method. When he says software in a week, I would say software can be done probably in 2 days or 1 day or 1 hour, depending upon when you have. Of course, if somebody is buying laptops that are made by that country, then it may take longer. That's why he said 1 year for hardware. But software is pretty simple, and I totally agree. It's not just hardware and software. I would say everything that you can think of in your country. You should not buy anything coming from a different country, especially the country that is getting ready to have disputes with you, that is showing its muscle, as a country that can attack you. So looking at that, any person who is thinking logically will say, okay, forget it, I can live without these software apps. There are so many other apps that I can buy and use those. Hardware, yes, sure, I can just stop using the hardware, move to some other hardware, and as we know, supply and demand will match. When you suddenly see demand for Indian products, and the people who are creating those, they are going to supply more and more. And he also gives a rationale why things are cheaper. Things are cheaper because he's saying it's not a democracy. People are working day and night. They are reverse engineering. So he gave a huge list of things that can be reasons why things are cheaper. Doesn't mean they're good in quality, but they're cheaper because of bonded labor maybe, and because of reverse engineering and all those things. Of course, US also has some kind of tensions with China, many of them related to the loss of intellectual property and so forth, which is patents and reverse engineering and all that. So very nice video. I think people definitely should be very serious about this, and people should certainly take this and make some action and do some action and try to use the products that are made in your country. And I think that is a key. Use the products that are made in your country by your company so that the money goes to them. And then what do? They will hire more and more people. They will hire you again and give more jobs to people. So when your money goes to businesses that are in your country, you only benefit. Everybody gets jobs, and government gets taxes, they do reforms, the infrastructure becomes better. So I think that everybody knows that by spending money on your own country, eventually if your money goes to people in your own country, you benefit. So very good video.
तो फ्रेंड्स डेफिनेटली हमारा फर्ज बनता है, कर्तव्य बनता है, धर्म बनता है कि हम अपना इंडिया का मेड इन इंडिया ही यूज करें और अपने सारे जो एप्स हैं और जो हार्डवेयर है उनको, जैसे वो बोल रहे थे स्टार्टिंग टुडे, हम उनको यूज करना बंद करें। और यस फ्रेंड्स, आप में से बहुत लोगों ने ये किया है और वो आप सबके कमेंट्स में पढ़ के बहुत खुशी होती है और बहुत प्राउड फील होता है कि ये वेव जो है शुरू हो गई है। बस अब ये एम है कि ये वेव जो बनी है ये इतनी ऊंची हो जाए, इतनी स्प्रेड हो जाए कि एक एक घर के अंदर ये हो रहा हो। तो यही हमारा इस वीडियो को देख के यही हमारा एक एम है और यही उनका भी एम था जो उन्होंने पहले वीडियो हिंदी में बनाई और अब खास उन्होंने इंग्लिश में भी बनाई है। तो चलो फ्रेंड्स, साथ मिलके इस एम को सक्सेसफुल बनाते हैं। तो चलते हैं, मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में जल्दी। टिल देन टेक केयर एंड बाय बाय।
तो अगर आप मेरे इस चैनल पे नए हो तो जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब के बटन को हिट करो और बेल आइकन को क्लिक करो ताकि आपको मेरा जब नया वीडियो मैं लगाऊं आपको उसके बारे में जल्दी से पता चल जाए।